Well, taking this girl this morning. Got the skid steer loaded up and strapped down. We'll go to Shenandoah. We'll put you on the time lapse for the ride. The world's headquarters for Ray Ray Diggs. Welcome to the town of Grottos. Don't blink. We're out of there. On the right, you got Coors, and go through the end of the straightaway. On the left, you've got Merck, and getting ready to come into the big town of Elton. It's got 2 stoplights. No, correction, 3. Well, the battery's getting ready to die. So here we are, getting ready to take off to the quarry with a fresh battery. Had a little detour here, had to go 3 blocks out the way just to go a block. But we got there. Had to stop and get me some sweet tea and an apple pie so I have enough energy to get through the day. Yep. That's why I can't get nothing done. I'm always at McDonald's. Up, off we go. Here we are coming into Frazier's Quarries. I have to get out and tell him what my first load's going to be. And you can't see it on this video. I'm getting loaded from the other side, but that lady does an excellent job getting you close to gross weight. And here we are going, I guess, probably close to 10 miles out of the way because in the town of Shenandoah, the bridge across the river's got a weight limit, and then the railroad bridge has got a height limit, and I can't get through there. So I have to go back through the big town of Elton here and go down 340 to get around, where the quarry's probably only 5 miles from the site, and it takes me, I'm guessing 10, maybe 15 miles this way. Remember a while ago when we was talking about the sweet tea? Well, you can't drink tea all day long. You got to have some Gatorades and Reese cups. I'd probably get something done if I quit spending money. This detour is much worse. They send you 4 blocks to go a block. What you see here is Scott and Jimmy and Nick are putting the back of the decks up against the house here so that when we put our pipe and gravel in, the pipe sits on the footer, and then the pipe will go around the post. See, the backpack is blowing all the dirt and dust out so that we can get the footers clean and get the tar all the way down to the bottom of the footer. We're actually putting the pipe in the foundation now. I'll be getting some gravel in a second and start to cover it up. That pipe, you have to have a certain way, the holes down, and Jimmy was standing on it to make sure that we had the pipe oriented right. Now I'm putting gravel on top of the pipe in the back. You need a minimum of 4 to 6 inches. I like to put about 8 inches. The inspectors go around and walk on it and see if the pipe moves. Now Nick, you see him walking along with the bucket and the broom, is taking that tar and brushing the bottom to make sure that the foundation is sealed good at the bottom. You see him unrolling the rest of the pipe, getting it in, and I'm cutting the bank out to get enough dirt to fill in around the house. And I have to say that from my perspective, I was really happy how nice this looks, how it just sort of fits in there, and it's down close to the ground. It looks good. And if you get underneath, you have room to work on it. That's one of the big things about the perimeter foundations. It's really nice. You can build up around them. Now you can see them. This is a fiber, and what this is called filter fabric. And the purpose of that is it won't let the dirt, wash down in the rocks and stop the pipe up. You can see where I'm softening the banks or cutting the bank out and building the front of the house up more. It's really nice. All 3 steps, I think, is going to end up with maybe 1 step. So that'll be really nice for them. They won't have 4 or 5 to get up and in, 4 or 5 steps to get up in the house. The driveway is coming in off of the left, and I sort of cut the sod and stuff off and for them, but there's also a telephone line going along with the property line. I didn't want to take the chance of getting into that, so I didn't cut the sod all the way back. Sometime with the communication lines, they could be just inches underneath the ground, or they could be 3 feet. You just don't know. What you see in here is I'm carving the dirt out and filling in as much as I can up against the foundation, kind of backfilling and dressing up. Now, I rolled this a little bit more than I normally would because today, or that particular day, it was calling for rain. So I was trying to get the dirt packed. If you push it around with the skid steer and leave the dirt not compacted, what happens is you'll step in and it'll be 4 inches of mud. Or if it's compacted, it's just slick on top. Well, here we are towards the middle to the end of the day here. Got as much backfilled as I can. I had to wait for the inspector. He's got to inspect the gravel and the foundation drain. We got all of our back of our porches, the H's in for our porch, they're sitting on concrete.
Got it?
And then you got Mouth over here flapping his jaws. Say hello, Scott.
He talking about Nick flapping the jaws.
We hear who's flapping their jaws. Got this backfield, and then the homeowner brought his mini over here and scratched these holes out for us. Drain comes out here and goes out down there, but I guess that's a wrap for today. Well, here it is, end of day 2. Like a dummy, I left my GoPro bag at home, and Nick was nice enough to take a video, and I couldn't figure out how to get the photos right, but I managed to snap some screenshots. This is what the final project looked like. I think it turned out pretty good. It's going to sink up next to the house, but anyway, if you would, hit the like, subscribe, comment, share, ring that bell, all the good stuff. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Welcome to the world headquarters of Ray Ray Diggs, located in Country Estates. Country Estates has been around since 1971. We have a sales department. We sell single wides and doubles. We have many lot models, and sometimes we have homes set up and ready to move into. We sell homes within a 30-mile radius of Camor. Our inventory is always changing. We have new and used homes. We have a large parts department, many parts in stock. Most orders will be here within a week. Doors, tubs, vents, hood ranges, pretty much have it all. We also have a eBay store with primitive decor and so much more. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, ring that bell, all the good stuff. It's free. Thanks for watching.